Talk to me about the work that EBRD is doing with Ukraine and with the reconstruction efforts in Ukraine.
So we have continued to invest very much in Ukraine in 2022 and this year. We invested last year 1.7 billion, which is much more than what we do normally. And we've been focusing on supporting the real economy, which means private sector financing, the banking sector, but also key infrastructure such as electricity network, railway network, gas, to keep, in a way, our objective was to keep the lights open and to keep access to heating during the winter. And we will continue to do that. We were able to keep this level of activity despite the war situation because of a huge support from our shareholders in terms of guarantees or grants to share the risk with us. So we take some risk on our balance sheet, but we also have coverage for the rest. And this has been very effective in, for example, providing the means for the electricity network company, Ukraine, to be able to repair very quickly the damage provoked by Russian attacks.
Does debt serviceability not come up as a topic in the context of Ukraine? Clearly, the country has been the recipient of a lot of aid from other institutions, not just EBRD, though right now, for these purposes, a lot of it is coming from the EBRD. But to what extent do you worry about their ability to actually pay back that debt so long as the war rages on?
So I think indeed the debt level has increased substantially also because of the loss of GDP. So when you have a GDP which shrink by 30%, of course the debt level to GDP raised very significantly, so it has doubled. And if the war lasts very long and this may become an issue, I think that was a very important element of the IMF program, to look at the debt sustainability and to get some commitments from its shareholder that they will provide the support necessary and the debt restructuring needed in order to ensure sustainability. And I think that's one of the very, very positive elements of the IMF program, to provide this kind of framework. But it's also important now to, and we see that from our shareholders, to take into account the sustainability and to be able to provide some grant financing, for example, to avoid overburdening of debt, so that we see this balance taking place.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.